If you're like me, you definitely like free stuff. Whatever it is for free, I'll take it. Thank you. Before buying this car, I was very concerned on, okay, I would love to have a Tesla, but where am I going to charge this thing?
Does it run like on regular unleaded gasoline?
Unfortunately, no. This sucker's electrical.
And that was a big thing for me not to buy a Tesla because I didn't know this. And then I heard somebody said, hey, yeah, in Germany you can charge for free at the supermarket. I was like, wait a minute, what? I saw these stations before at the supermarkets, also in Ikea, but I didn't know it was really 100% for free. So I started researching a little bit more about it, and it turns out, yes, it's like that, for free. $0, €0 for now. Ikea, Lidl and Kaufland. Those are the three ones that I found which offer free charging. Yeah, then I decided to, alright, let's do it. Let's jump into the pool with the Tesla and see how the roller coaster of free charging is. So I was waiting to do this video to see how often I do charge, how's the range, how I use the car. I found myself charging the car at least twice a week, which at the beginning was very strange to get used to. The habit of going to charge the car. Before with a gas car, I had a diesel. One full tank gave me 800 plus kilometers, so I barely thought about it. Now it's like this mindset I had to change. So this is how I charge for free at the German supermarket called Lidl. Today is Sunday morning, so right now the charging speed is 33 kilowatts, which is decent. It's showing about 1 hour, 50 minutes until 80%, considering that I was about 9%, 10% when I arrived here. It's decent, it's pretty good. The best part is that it's free. Yes, free. And so when the supermarket is closed, the screen won't show anything and you have to do it through the app. It's the only way, after scanning this code, that the connector will be activated and your car will start to charge. Otherwise, if the supermarket is open, you can pretty much control everything here through the screen and you don't need the app, you don't need to be registered or anything like that. So normally I would say I charge twice a week. Of course, depends on how much you use the car. They are pretty reliable, but one time when I really needed, 3 of them were not working for me. Even though I saw other cars charging, for me it didn't work. So that's why I am very precautious and try to charge twice a week. So yeah, ideally would be to have the opportunity to charge at home, but this is not my case. I only charge at home a few times, but the conditions are less than ideal. Since I live in a second floor, you can see by the video that my charging conditions at home are not really the best. And I was doing that during the summer. I don't want to do that during the winter with the window open. It's not really a good idea. It's not really, it makes no sense. So one day I found another guy charging here an hybrid car, and he apparently knew more than me about electricity here in Germany. And I mentioned, yeah, it's amazing that this is for free. And he said, well, they should, because Germany has the most expensive kilowatt in Europe. So it's like, hello, yeah, they should be giving something back. So I'm lucky enough that where I live, I have 2 of these supermarkets very close by. One is like 1.3 kilometers from my house, and the other one is like 3 kilometers from my house. So no big deal. And there are plenty more in the city of Berlin and in whole Germany. You will see the app will show you how long have you been charging, how many kilowatts you have charged. and you can check in advance if the stalls are being used or not. That's also pretty handy, so you know in advance if you can or not. There's another car coming to charge, like me. So this is my other charging spot next to my house, very close. This one is charging now at 40 kilowatts. It was a little bit faster than the other one. I don't really know the reason why. Since they are the same charger and the same company, everything's the same. So yeah, this is my other favorite location where I come to charge for free, being registered with the app, of course. So yeah, you can see I have been charging many times. I saved an interesting amount of money. This is how I have been surviving for the last month, since I have the car mainly. I charge at home a few times. The way I charge through the window, I don't necessarily recommend it. I only did it when I really needed it. So otherwise I come in here. Of course, it's not the best for the battery to charge very fast, but I think this speed is pretty reasonable and won't damage the life of the battery that much, which supercharging, for example, and those super fast do. It's a great incentive also to make people do the switch and actually get an electric vehicle, since not everybody has the opportunity to charge at home, which is actually the best you can do. Leave your house every morning with a full battery. That would be ideal. But in cities where you have apartments, condos, whatever, I think many people are avoiding to buy an electric vehicle, mainly because of this. They don't know where to charge it. Of course, if everybody starts doing this, then these establishments won't have enough connectors for every user. Yeah, so one other thing I don't want to forget to mention, please check this app. It's called AirElectric. It will show you all the stations available in your area. That's how I found out all this free charging, and then I found out the other specific apps for the specific supermarket and so on. So definitely give it a try. I know there are tons and tons of apps there. It could get pretty messy trying to find out which app is best, but I found that this one, AirElectric, is pretty much the best. You can check it out for yourself and see how it works. A little update, some good news. While I was doing this video, editing and stuff, I had a small talk with my neighbor, and I explained him my situation about how I charge at home and how I go to the supermarket and everything you just saw. So we got to an agreement where he will be let me use his socket he has in his garage with a extension cable, and I bought a special electricity meter. I don't know how you call that in English, but it will be counting the amount of kilowatts I used, and you can also set the price. So at the end of the year I would pay him whatever I owe him regarding that special socket. It's pretty close to a dream come true in a way, to be able to charge at home in your own garage, even though it's not my own garage, it's his driveway. I think it's a very nice gesture from this person. So we're getting there, it's getting better. So that means I won't be going to the supermarket as I just show you all this information so much, but I will probably keep doing it anyway because it's fun and you always have to go to the supermarket nevertheless. So that means I will be charging mainly at night, which the speed of the socket is 2 kilowatts per hour. That's very low, but it's perfect because during the night, you know what, I'm sleeping, I'm not using the car. So if I'm not very low with the battery, that means that in 10 hours or so that I can pretty much reach 80% of the battery. So yeah, that was my story about the free charging experience. Now I'm a little bit in between. I'm able to charge at home, but I will also keep going to the supermarket and all these things that I just explained to you. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know how it's in your country. Would be nice to see other countries how they approach this topic.
and see you on the next one. Yes, bye.